Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, August 20th, 2023. We are in the middle of a heat wave. The temperatures always go way beyond 30 degrees Celsius, which is kinda uncomfortable. The good thing is, the rain stopped, so it's a little bit more of a dry heat, which is so much better than this high humidity situation we had last week and the beginning of this week. Speaking of high humidity, I'm kind of happy that it's not raining anymore, because this would be so bad when everything would turn into a rainforest, tropical situation. Let's feed the cat. Here, get a cot. Alright. Yes, this means alright, yes. I hear the cat purring. Alright, cat is happy. I can step out into the snow. Oh man, this would be fantastic. Snow would be so great now. Just cooling off for a bit. But no, today is yet another hot day. We will experience temperatures of 32 to 30 degrees Celsius today. Which is not great considering... which is not great in general, but which is especially not great considering the fact that today is another part of this medical emergency disaster training situation. Today we are apparently learning how to set up a tent and how to start a generator or something like that. Of course, this is cool, but when doing this in 30 degrees Celsius hot air, this is, I guess, not so cool anymore. It's basically the opposite of being cool. It will be just a very tough situation. Dealing with the heat, sweating like crazy and trying to somehow getting things done. We will see. We will see how this pans out. The dry conditions also resulted in some good things, which is nice. On a Friday afternoon, I took my time trial bike for a spin. Finally, I managed to roll it out and do a bike ride with it. It was really a lot of fun. There was not so much traffic on the bike paths, which is cool. And yeah, so I really enjoyed the ride. It's so fantastic to feel the difference when going into that aero position while cycling on the... Did I accidentally? Yes, I accidentally destroyed something over here. By being on the normal handlebars, you feel quite exposed to the draft. Well, not quite exposed, you're already in a kinda low position. But as soon as you get into the aero position, you really experience a big difference with respect to energy requirements. So cycling becomes so much lighter when being in this aero position. So yeah, you can really feel how you, as the cyclist, are the main factor of why cycling can become exhausting, and why especially cycling fast can be exhausting, because you have to overcome your very own drag. The human body is not very aerodynamic with this respect, and so the aero position is super cool, and I had a lot of fun. I really had a lot of fun. I'm considering whether I can squeeze in another time trial bike ride next week. This would be very good. Not quite sure though if this really works out, because the weather forecast currently predicts the end of the heat wave for, I think, Thursday. And from Thursday on, there will be again rain, showers. The temperature will drop significantly down to 19 degrees Celsius. At least that's the weather forecast as of Sunday morning. So there's lots of time to change things, to come up with, well, an ongoing heat wave or something like that. We'll see how this pans out. But yeah, when it starts to rain again, doing time trial bike riding might not be that cool anymore. So need to see if I can squeeze in another bike ride. Would definitely be cool to do this, because yeah, going on road bike rides, or in this case now time trial bike rides, is also a huge summer thing for me. Even when it is 30 degrees Celsius outdoors, sure, it is warm on the bike and you're sweating, but it's better than yeah, running or sitting at home doing nothing or so. I will see if this works out. So yeah, today I will, after finishing recording this episode, head over to the organization to, well, learn more about how to handle natural disasters or disasters in general, how to protect the people by setting up tents, generators and whatnot. Not quite sure about the program for today. I was just reading that, okay, today I guess we'll set up a tent. Unfortunately, it's already way too hot. My morning workout, it's the last day of the recovery week. Basically, well, can become exhausting, but it's not one of those killer workouts of the normal training phase. It's just doing 30 minutes of burpees with different numbers of push-ups. Yeah, it felt quite bad. I was already sweating so much because it's already so hot, and I was doing this. I think I started shortly before 7 a.m. because I got up early to use the coolest hours of the day for some productive things, like doing my workout, like recording an episode of the coffee break before heading to heading out to the training. Also, I think when I get back from that training, I don't know, it's not really a real scenario. I think it's just getting familiarized with the technology or so. When this is done, my room, and especially, well, not only the apartment, but especially my office, will once again be 36 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, I don't know, definitely way too hot when we have full sun exposure throughout the whole day. So I wanted to get this episode recorded before it's too late. Oh man, when it really becomes reality that the heatwave ends in the middle of next week, I can finally record some episodes again in the afternoon or after work. Because then I don't have to evacuate my office because it's way too hot in here. This is going to be good. This is going to be very good. I need to manage to... Oh no, this guy's once again right next to the ladder. I need to record somewhat of a... a good backlog of videos to have something while I'm traveling. I will be traveling midst of September to Iceland again. This is going to be cool. It's definitely going to be cool. Cooler than here, that's for sure. So yeah, looking forward to this, but I of course want to have some videos ready for you to watch. So need to record some videos there. I also want to finally make progress with Ejector Line 3. I mean, I made some progress, but then I got stuck again with the teach. So yeah, let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. And turn all of this into paper, I'd say. So soon I can do the next trip to the village, which is kind of nice. I have to remember to then take some sand with me, at least for the way back. Okay, what am I going to do? Yes, I think I'm going to try out what happens when I remove the torches from that spawner, if I can get this to somewhat of an XP grinder or not. Yesterday was my first emergency ambulance shift. This was very interesting, but also, as said, or as you might can guess, with the hot temperature, quite exhausting. The good thing is the air conditioning in that truck works pretty well, so it cools you down really quick, which is nice. This is so nice. But as soon as you get out of the truck and... Okay, let's risk this. Let's take all those torches off. And see if somewhat pops out of that spawner. But yeah, as soon as you get out and you get to a patient or so, things are going really, really bad for you because it's getting so hot. I met up with the... Okay. Alright. I feel this is not... not that great, to be honest. It takes quite some time for them to spawn. Maybe I need to wait here a little bit and let them pile up. Well, it's still too bright or so. Well, they are spawning, so it's not too bright. But that spawner is slow. I think I'm quicker fishing than slicing them up. Well, that's a disappointment. Anyway, so yeah, first shift of the emergency ambulance. It was nice. I met up with the team leader basically 1 hour before the start of the shift. So asked, oh no, baby zombie. So asked him whether he would like to, or he can get there early to show me a little bit everything. To show me or to give me another heads up on the ambulance. We already had an introduction during the medical training, but this has been some weeks ago, and getting some additional advice and information is always good. The nice thing about the team leader is that he is also the responsible person for all the medical equipment and for the medical devices. He has really big knowledge on all those things. Okay, that's taking too long. That's not worth it. Let's stop this. Let's stop this from happening. I need a different solution. I definitely need a different solution. At least my stuff is still intact, which is nice. Yeah, so that was really nice because he took so much time explaining me all the medical devices. Well, there aren't so many medical devices. There's the ECG, so that you can do some cardiac measurements. There's then, of course, some device to do various modes of breathing, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, some how to measure blood pressure with that ECG device, how to do also some use it as a pulse oximeter. So there are various modes, and it was really a nice introduction. This was really cool. The shift itself was interesting, but most of the calls we received, most of the assignments we received were a little bit like, okay, you could also have taken a taxi to the hospital or so. It was not necessary that we get here. But oh well, I mean, better safe than sorry or so. On the other hand, it's also good that, I mean, even those not that urgent, important, difficult situations are a great opportunity for learning. So I felt I learned so much about so much yesterday during this first shift. It was kind of cool. I could practice how to place those electrodes for the ECG. I mean, the 4-point ECG is quite simple. That's the thing that is easily done. The team leader also showed me then how to do the 12-point ECG, but this requires a little bit more practice. I mean, now I saw it 2 times or so yesterday, but repeating it this would be a little bit more of a guess if this is the right position or not. Still, very interesting, very exciting. And yeah, so learned a lot about the procedures, which is kind of cool. So overall was really interesting, and yeah, a good situation to learn some new knowledge. Now I need to see what the next shift brings, what I learned and experienced there. It was also interesting because the other medic who was driver is just it's like me doing it on the ambulance on a voluntary basis. He's employed by that organization, though. He is responsible for all the education and training and so on. So we also had a little bit of a discussion like, hey, it would be cool to do a research project with respect to some educational healthcare, medical training, emergency training, whatever. So maybe we can set up some meeting or so. Then I can connect my volunteering, my work as a medic on a volunteering basis with my real work as a scientist. Let's see. I'm not so sure if there's really some potential with respect to research, but could be still interesting to discuss a few things and find out if there's maybe some potential for some research. We'll see. Unfortunately, besides all these cool things that happened this week, there was also some bad things. I don't know if this is really bad. I mean, it's just... I guess it happens eventually. Basically, on Thursday, I jumped into my car, wanted to start driving. Unfortunately, as I turned the key, nothing happened. Knowing the situation from my previous car, I was thinking, okay, the battery is dead. So I called the service hotline, said to them, well, guess the battery is dead. Quite interestingly, because with this automatic start-stop situation, the battery has to be trained in some way. I'm not quite sure what they actually do with that battery to train it. But it's not like go to the nearest fuel station or hardware shop or whatever, buy a new battery, throw it into the car, and you're good to go. There's apparently some more effort involved. And yeah, so I called them on Thursday. Turned out, okay, until they would get to me and get me to the garage, get my car fixed and so on, it would basically take too long because I had some meetings and I wanted to do the meetings this time at the university in person. So the result was, okay, I was doing it once again online. I mean, that's not a big problem. But yeah, then I said, okay, can we do this tomorrow morning? So Friday morning. Sure, no problem. We agreed that they informed the tow company as soon as they open up at 7 a.m. So because I had a meeting later that day on Friday, and I wanted to, of course, do my running in the morning. Everything resulted with, hey, they get the tow company called early in the morning. It resulted in me getting up also early. I think when did I set the alarm? I think I set my alarm for 4:30 or so on Friday. I'm really getting used to getting up even earlier than already. So normally I'm getting up shortly after 5 a.m. Now with that heat wave and the resulting side effects, I'm even getting up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday. Yay, thanks. But yeah, so got up early Friday, did my running, got towed to the garage, discussed with them. The only good thing about that battery failure was I had an appointment for a car service in 2 weeks from now or so. So I just asked them, hey, can you do the required oil change right away while you're changing the battery? Also, my car has to be checked this year in October if it's still safe for driving on the roads. And I already knew the brakes in the rear brakes of my car will result in me not passing the test. So they were a little bit rusty and a little bit used up. So asked them, hey, can you also replace these things? So I got everything done in one go. I don't have to go again to the garage next week or in 2 weeks from now to get my car checked. This is great. This is very great. It was just expensive, basically, because I mean, I expected this. Hey, I have to get new brakes, so yeah, it was an unexpected expenditure. On the other hand, this expenditure would have happened anyways, just 2 weeks later. So yeah, it was just a little bit unfortunate. Like, okay, jumping in the car, wanting to go to the university to a meeting, and nothing happened. But well, things were fixed quickly, luckily. And yeah, in this case, it was kind of packed week. Got my car repaired. Did my first emergency ambulance shift. Learned so much during that shift. Did some time trial bike riding, which was really awesome. And yeah, I guess was a good week despite the heat wave. This is just exhausting me, but I feel since it's going on so long for now already, my body got used. It's not so bad as it always was. Maybe also because I do all this physical training in these hot temperatures, which also helped me to deal better with the heat. Yeah, I guess this concludes this episode. I hope you enjoyed this very episode. I hope you will be joining me on Wednesday when I discuss about I talk about new things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!